Hey folks, this is Philip with the Everyday Fighter podcast. Today we did some sparring. I led up the sparring class and I made 4 or 5 people in there. So a very small group, but I worked them a bit just with their boxing at first, and then I said, okay, well, this round number 2, you're just going to work only legs. Okay, so did a good bit of fitness there for them, and definitely taking them out of their comfort zone. So they were kind of spent about that after that, and I said, okay, well, let me just put myself in the mix here. So I just took them one by one in there, and one of the guys called himself out. So I did 3 matches in a row, about a minute 30 to 2 minutes each, and just kind of one at a time, one after the other, right? And at the end of it, after we bowed out and all, one of the guys in the class was like, wow, Sensei, I don't know how you do it, doing the multiple rounds in a row like that. And I know the way that he said it, it was in a way of like, praising me. It's like, wow, hey, good job. Thank you. He wasn't expecting any kind of answer or anything like that. Not that it really warranted it. I appreciated his sentiment. But there was something in me that said, I got to respond to this. And I told him. So he said, I don't know how you do it. And I told him with difficulty. So, it's not that I'm in any better shape than they are. I could argue that they're probably in better shape than me, right? But there are things that you got to do sometimes, and you just acknowledge, I'm just doing it. It's hard. I'm doing it with difficulty, but I'm still doing it, right? And there's no magic formula. There's no special pill or anything like that. It's just, hey man, how do you do that with difficulty? It's a challenge. It sucks. There's no way around it, And that's when you got to start managing your emotions. You got to manage your talk track inside, right? What are you saying to yourself? Okay, what are you allowing into your head so that it affects your performance? That's already difficult, but you got to stay in. But are you going to ball up and freeze, or are you going to keep on working to the best of your ability and trying to find out what that best is? What is that line where you can keep on going, right? And that's not something that is restricted to the mat, right? I mean, there are a lot of things in our lives where it's like you look at somebody, right? You're like, man, I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they write like that. I don't know how they have that patience with their children like that. I don't know how they're able to whatever, fill in the blank, right? There are times where you admire somebody and you're just like, wow, that is amazing. I don't know how they do it. And think of them hearing that and them just telling you with difficulty. And hopefully that gets you into the mindset of like, yeah, I can do it too, and I can do it with difficulty, and that's okay. It's not that I have to be any different than them. It's just that I understand that it is difficult, and I'm going to keep on going. This is Philip with the Everyday Fighter podcast. Talk to you next time.